It was a very Spartan lunch today,
A
Edward.
hamburger the size of a quarter.
Starting tomorrow, we may have to skip lunch altogether.
Jennings, if that's the police reporters, tell them we're not home.
Yes, sir. Miss Clayton.
What? Oh, no. Call the police. She's escaped.
Not quite, Mr. Quartermaine.
What are you doing here?
Careful, Quentin. She's dangerous.
Sam, what is going on?
Miss Clayton's been released.
I don't believe
The
it.
charges against her have been dropped.
That's impossible.
What do the police want us to do? Keep her in custody here?
This is outrageous. Quentin, call the district attorney. Somebody has made a terrible mistake, and why should our lives be put in danger?
The charges against me have been dropped. Can't you understand that?
Our criminal justice system has gone mad.
Edward, you're not going to let us stay here in the same house with us, are you?
No, of course not. Now, Miss Clayton.
Just a moment, please. I don't want to be here any more than you want me to be here. The police have sent me here. That's right, Mr. Quartermaine.
No,
But
I
you
don't
can't
think-
do that. It's dangerous
Stay
being here in this house. This is insane.
I'm going to call the mayor. But if he's not there, I'm going to call the Justice Department in Washington.
You know, they've been very busy lately.
Quentin, I'm scared.
Don't worry, darling. I'm here. Edward, please don't make that phone call. We have a much bigger problem now.
A bigger problem than being murdered in our sleep?
Yeah, in a way, yes. Because if Autumn is cleared, she's going to inherit all the money.
Exactly.
I need a brandy.
I'd watch that on an empty stomach.
I had lunch. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Well, this is Scorpio's fault. What are we going to do?
I told you we got to get our own lawyers in on this.
Absolutely.
Well, how can we pay them? At $200 an hour, we can't afford a handshake.
Betsy,
What? What is it?
excuse us.
Quentin, see, have you seen Alan or Edward? Probably on the other side of the keyhole. Have you heard the news?
No news, please. I don't have time. Oh, for
Monica,
heaven's sake.
Wait a minute. No sneaky eavesdroppers.
have you heard? All the charges against Autumn have been dropped.
You're not serious.
Well, of course he's serious. Going broke is serious business.
Well, then, this is even more serious. For you, anyway. You prepared?
No.
Well, I am. What is it?
The SEC has given us until the end of the year to come up with the $12 million.
Steady, Alan.
And since I did not know that the charges had been dropped on Autumn, I promised that every single penny of that $12 million would be back in the HTI coffers.
I think I'm going to be sick. Father,
Alan, this is no time to go sneaking up on people.
where have you been?
Well, I sweet-talked a chicken leg out of the cook.
That's a good idea. Keep up our strength. I'm going to try and do the same.
No, wait a minute. You're young and you're strong. You can wait until dinner. You said you wanted to see me. What do you want to talk about?
I want to take you up on your very kind offer.
What kind offer?
Well, you said you would sell off all the family assets so I could pay back my debt to HDI. Don't you remember?
Well, if we were to sell off everything, then Lila and I would have to go back and live in that room over Kelly's.
If you don't sell it, I'm going to go to jail.
Well, that's not as bad as going to Kelly's. You remember the nice time the Birdman of Alcatraz had?
I don't even like canaries.
Well, there's one way that we could get our $50 million back. It's unthinkable, of course.
What is it? Maybe I can stand thinking about it.
Well, I may be a lot of things, but I'm not a violent man.
Well, I've got a little bit of a violent streak in me. Go ahead, lay it on me.
Well, if Autumn were to die before probate, then according to Herbert's will, the old will would be valid.
I'm not that violent.
Well,
I love you both. Okay, be good.
Did you talk to the boys?
Oh, yes, I talked to them. It was everything I could do to keep from bursting into tears. I mean, can you imagine how hard it is to try to explain to them that they cannot come home tomorrow for Christmas with the other kids?
Must have been awful. I really am sorry. I should have made the call myself.
Oh, for once in your life, it wasn't your fault. It's that little murderess. I'd like to murder her. I really would. They are going to come home for Christmas, aren't they?
Absolutely. Nothing's going to interfere with our holiday together.
She's still in there with Scorpio? What on earth are they talking about?
They're probably gloating about the fact that she's gotten away with murder.
Well, I want her out of here. I want all of those Quartermaines out of here. I want this house to be normal, and it can't with them here. I'm going to have a normal home, and I'm going to have a normal Christmas for the boys.
it's the cocktail hour.
What?
Would you mind taking your sleazy romance somewhere else?
How about a motel?
Ah, come off it, Alan. That's a little low, even for you.
Well, it's no worse than finding the woman who murdered my father necking with her detective paramour in the parlor.
I told you he was in this with her. I mean, how else would you get out of jail with all the evidence against her?
You have a nerve showing your face around here after you've impoverished this family? Excuse me.
Not to mention killing one of our revered members.
Oh, look, come off it. I mean, Autumn didn't rewrite Herbert's will.
She didn't have to. She just had him mesmerized.
The same as she seems to have done to you, Mr. Scorpio. Do you have any idea how much pain the two of you have caused this family?
Oh, I'm sure it hurts. Especially losing all the money.
It is not just the money, Robert. It's also about justice. Or don't private investigators care about that?
Yes, Monica is right. If you were half the lawman you're supposed to be, you would have arrested that creature the day that she murdered Pritchett.
I mean, look at all the grief and the anguish you've caused this family, the both of you.
Look, I didn't kill Pritchett, and I didn't kill Bertie. How can you say such awful things about me?
No, I'm really sorry that you all feel this way. Eventually, all the truth is going to come out.
I know the truth now. Enough to put her behind bars for life, that's for sure.
She's a conniving, thieving little murderer.
Sure, why not? What other reason would you have to kill Herbert?
Like I said, we'll find out.
Well, how are you going to find out when you're having an affair with the guilty woman?
Look, damn it, Quentin, that's not true.
We're not blind, Autumn.
None of us knows the whole story.
I know she's going to walk around with billions of dollars of Quartermaine money if she doesn't go to jail. Now, what more do I have to know?
Look, I am truly sorry for all the losses that you've suffered here.
Billions of dollars, and you're sorry.
Well, I was about to leave. I'm thinking now that it's probably a good idea that I get on with it.
Yes, what a good idea.
Yes, I'll go along with that.
Robert Scorpio, you are doing nothing of the kind.
Lila, I didn't know you were here.
No, I'm sure you didn't know. You wouldn't have said those awful things. Robert, you're staying for dinner.
Oh, for God's sake.
Don't you, for God's sake, me, Edward. I heard all of you sharpening your knives for poor Miss Clayton as I came in. If Robert leaves, I'll have to defend her alone, and I'm not quite sure that I'm up to it.
Lila, really, I don't think we can sit down at the table and have dinner with her.
You really are making a very awkward situation, Mother.
I know it's awkward, dear, but that's why I want Robert to stay. His presence might encourage at least some semblance of decent behavior.
Oh.
Robert, for my sake, please.
Lila, you're very, very kind, and yes, of course, I'll stay.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Edward, isn't it about time for cocktails? Jennings?
Yes, madam.
Lila, sit here.
Unbelievable. My own house and my own wife.
Lila, I think this time you are being much too kind.
To the season.
Cheers, here, here.
Thank you, Jennings.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, Jennings.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Stella, how are operations going over at Piccolila?
Wonderful. The holiday business was just out of sight.
Terrific. Maybe we can afford some TV dinners for Christmas.
Oh, we'll do a little bit better than that, dear. I've ordered 2 turkeys.
Looks as though they've arrived and they're sitting at the table. Oh, Lila, what are you kicking me for?
For a damn good reason.
Jennings, more wine, please.
Yes, sir.
Dependable as the day is long.
I can't stand much more of this.
Pardon?
I said I can't stand what they're doing. Look at them. They're all staring at me.
I don't think anyone means anything by it.
Well, then why don't they stop it? What am I? Some sort of freak?
Oh, please, dear, is something wrong?
Yes, something is wrong.
Autumn, now look, just calm down.
What's she complaining about? You walked off scot-free.
With our money.
Stop it! Stop looking at me and talking about me. I didn't kill Herbert. I loved him.
Oh, come on.
But one of you killed him, and you are trying to blame me for it.
Look,
You liar.
hey, look. You're going to do no good railing at these people, all right? Now, just Bring it down.
Look, someone in this house is a murderer. And you expect me to calm down?
Autumn, stop this, will you? You're talking nonsense.
Look, maybe you were all in it together, huh? Kill Bertie and then take his money. I wouldn't put it past any one of you.
I damn well resent that.
Killers and thieves. That's what you are, the whole lot of you.
Look, now just cut it out. You're as bad as the Quartermaines. Just accusing everybody without cause.
Look, they have accused me of murder because he left me some money. If he left it to them, does that mean that they killed him?
I don't believe this is any reason to have a nervous break.
Oh, sure, right. The victim gets up and tries to defend herself, and then she is having a nervous breakdown. Listen to me. I am living in this house with people who just despise me, and you tell me I'm having a nervous
All
breakdown.
right, I'm
I don't
sorry.
need that from
I'm
you.
sorry, all right? Now, it's not a nervous breakdown. It's mild hysteria. Now, is that better?
Hysteria, huh?
Yeah.
Hysteria? Well, get out of here! You heard me. Get out of this house.
You got
Get out!
Got it, sweet.
And don't bother coming back.
Pleasure's all mine. Lila, I'm terribly sorry, but thank you for the hospitality.
Get out. I'm really very sorry. I didn't mean to upset this lovely dinner. Jennings, can I please have some salad?
Yes, miss.